speaking of Jordan Peterson, one of the things I learned from him is that as vocabulary goes down, incarceration goes up.
Goes up.
The way I saw it as a puzzle piece, like I don't think he described it like this, but it made sense to me in this way. If you have 1,000-piece puzzle, and or you're juxtaposing that against a 100-piece puzzle, and it's the same image. Well, the 1,000-piece puzzle, each individual puzzle piece is going to have less information, but more detailed information.
Yep.
Right. And because the 100-piece might actually have a really dark area and a real light area and a blue area, for example. And so you're having to look for things that match all three of those things. However, if it's just the top corner and it's black and the bottom right that's blue, and then, the left that's red or whatever, then what happens is you actually have a more detailed way to see that world that you're saying. And so if someone has a very low vocabulary and you can't tell the difference between anger, aggression, frustration, resentment, being hurt, being reactive, like all these different terms, whether it's rage, whether it's just resentment, or whether it's just anger or being mad, like all of those are clustered in similar buckets.
It's a grouping. It's a grouping of a similar emotion, but they're not the same.
But they're not the same emotion. If you only have the vocabulary to describe anger, then you will misdiagnose the person you're having a relationship with, because you're going to see their frustration as rage. It's not the same thing. Therefore, how you act towards those things you've diagnosed. Because once a medical professional diagnoses a problem, it changes their approach to said problem. But if you have a misdiagnosis, you then mistreat the problem. Like you mistreat it.
Misinterpret.
You misinterpret, you misapply, you put the wrong ointment on, or the wrong prescription, or the wrong antibiotic, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And if you don't get that, then what happens, and this goes in all different realms of the world. That's the reason why I love vocabulary. I love having a lot of different words. I've not got the largest vocabulary, the most verbose vocabulary in the world, but I do like to have one that is broad, because if you don't, you actually see the world in less detailed ways